To discuss this further is Mustafa Barghouti. He's the Secretary General of the Palestinian National Initiative. He joins me now live from Ramallah. Thank you very much for joining us here on TRT World. Now, I'm sure you were listening to our correspondent Nizar Sadawi from Gaza, and he basically said that the situation is calm, but it could get worse at any point. What is your navigation through this?
Yes, of course. But let me first correct something that was said by one of your reports. The Aqsa Mosque is a holy place, a sacred shrine for Muslims and not for Jewish people. And those who claim that they need to have Jewish religious place inside the Aqsa Mosque are trying to impose a new reality, which is inconsistent with history, inconsistent with religions. So, in my opinion, what happened yesterday was this morning was very dangerous. The Israeli police entered the mosque. People were praying inside the mosque. There was no risk at the Israelis for the Israelis. They came in. They beat people inside a prayer place. These places should be sacred. No police should enter them. And they attacked people. They beat people badly. And that provoked the whole Palestinian population. They arrested 400 people. They threw tear gas bombs, stun grenades at men, women, children. This is totally unacceptable. There is no excuse for the behavior of the Israeli army. Why would they enter inside the mosque while people are praying? This is unacceptable. But this is the result of the fact that you have a fascist government in Israel, governed by people like Ben Gvir and Smotrich, who describe themselves as fascists and who have been known as extremists.
Right.
One of them, Ben Gvir, was not allowed to serve in the Israeli army because of his extremism, and now he's the Minister of Internal Security in charge of the police force, the same police force that attacked Palestine.
Right, and certainly you mentioned those videos, and they were heartbreaking to watch, to say the least, where we can see women and children screaming for help as they're attacked by Israeli forces. Now, Mr. Barghouti, what I would like to ask you is, this is certainly not the first time something like this has happened inside Al-Aqsa. Whose failure is this? Whose failure is this? Is this the failure of the international community, of politicians? Who do you blame for this? I understand you blame what you call fascist government in Israel, but is that it, or is there something else to it?
I blame the fascist government first. I also blame the international community for not being able to restrain these people. I blame those who are unable to impose sanctions on Israel to stop this occupation and this system of apartheid that they are practicing against us as Palestinians. I blame many Islamic and Arab governments who normalized relationship with this fascist government instead of boycotting them and putting them under sanctions. This fascist government will not be restrained except with Palestinian resilience and resistance on the ground and a serious boycott, divestment, sanctions campaign against them. This is what we demand, and this is what should happen. But I also blame any Palestinian official who goes and meets with them. These meetings provide them with a cover to continue these crimes. None of that should happen. This is a fascist government. It declares every day. Smotrich, who's the second most important minister in this government, says that he will fill the West Bank with illegal settlers and that Palestinians have one of three choices: either to leave or to accept a life of subjugation to the Israeli oppression, or die. That is the official statement of an second most important Israeli minister in this government. And Netanyahu did not deny that or even take any step against it.
All right. Mustafa Barghouti, thank you very much for talking to us here on TRT World. Really appreciate your taking out the time.